There is a demolition exercise that is happening currently at Domeabra. In this same week, there was a demolition exercise somewhere around Sakumono, the Ramsar site. But this one is so shocking that even the residents of the location don't even know that there's demolition. They are demolishing their houses.
We should be fair to us. The people hospital baby.
As residents, were you ever aware that
we were not aware? We were not aware. I will not Ghanaians. With all due respect, I will not Ghanaians.
And that is so alarming. Yes. So according to the story, one Mr. Asare, when I check all the sources, one Mr. Asare. And this one I'm relating. I have Ghana Web as my source. I also have GH1 also as my source. They, according to that story, one Mr. Asare had a judgment in his favor, saying that he won a judgment over a piece of land that supposedly is supposed to be 700 acres of land that he won judgment on. And all of a sudden, no one was informed. The people wake up and then they realize that they are demolishing their houses. See, the residents are not aware. The shopkeepers in the place are not aware. The children, the family, everyone, no one is aware. Even the municipal assembly of the location, according to the MC of the location, is said he's not aware.
He didn't even use the police officers from the municipality. He brought people from the top. Do you understand? If the divisional commander was aware of this thing, he would have informed me as the chairman of the MUSEC, so that at least we will have invited the person in question to have a meeting with the person and see how best we can dialogue. It is not a matter of demolishing the structures. It's not a matter of demolishing. If you are claiming that is your land and the people have also bought it from another person and they've put up the structure, it's about talking to you and see how best you can resolve it. But you see, like I said, that person thinks that because he has gotten court order, so he can just move in, get police from elsewhere to help him to embark on that demolition exercise. But the right thing should have been that if even you are an individual and you get that court order, you need to notify the assembly.
And he's not just destroying houses, he's even destroying cemeteries. Yes. So now, when he says that a person wins a judgment, what does it mean? That means that a piece of land has actually gone in his favor, that it is his. And if he won the judgment, did the court give him the order or gave him the way to go and destroy houses? If he won the judgment of the location, did the court give him the opportunity or the leeway or the go ahead to go and destroy cemeteries without even informing the people? That is so alarming. So when the MC, that's the municipal chief executive, was asked about that, this is his response.
Quickly, I tried to call the divisional commander to send his people here to see how best they can calm tension, and also for them to get access to the person who is doing that demolition, for us to dialogue, so that at least in dialogue we can resolve the issue. At least those whose properties are on the land will be ready to talk to him and see how best they can resolve the issue, but not to destroy it. When you destroy it, later you will still sell it. And when you say the person will construct or build the structure on it, why not sit with the people and dialogue with them and see how best we can resolve the issue? And that is why I'm here. But unfortunately, when I came, the rate of destruction is not good at all. And I'm not happy with what has taken place. Look at even a filling station. In destroying that filling station, it can spark fire. And a lot of deaths will have occurred. It is God that has helped us, and that thing never happened. I think going forward, I'll plead with the courts also that anytime they are giving such judgment, I think they need to notify the municipality that oversee the area, so that at least the municipality will also know what to do as as and when those people are entering to do embark whatever activity that they want.
So if you look, it's so sad that there was no even dialogue. If you listen to the MC, he was even saying that if he was aware, like at least even if they didn't even bring police from that municipality, they want to bring police from different location to come and do the demolition. So the police unit in that area has become like a toy. Because according to the MC, even the head or the chief of police there is not aware. So if the chief of police or the head of the unit there is aware, he, the MC, would have been informed. So the police have become like a toy in that location according to what is saying. And the MC, who is supposed to be facilitate and ensure that that is done right, was also taken for a joke. That is according to what even the MC is saying. So the MC himself is not aware. How come even common citizens will be aware? Not even 1 day prior notice. Not even 1 day prior notice, and they came, they are breaking down people's houses. So the people there got agitated, and then they grew furious. They were rallying on the street, wearing their red, and black. And even through the agitation, the confusion, the commotion, and a 19-year-old boy was mistakenly shot. Almost dying, but they rescued him and managed to take him to the nearest hospital, and from there, according to the story, they brought him to the UGMC, and that is where he's receiving treatment. Listen to the story from the doctor's point of view.
Yeah, I can confirm we've received a patient with gunshot wounds, managed, stabilized, transferred to UGMC this morning.
So what's the extent of injury?
To be difficult to tell, because all we could see with the naked eyes is an entrance hole, bullet entrance hole, and then an exit hole. But as to the damage internally, we don't know. And that is the reason for the referral.
Okay. So what was the condition of the patient as of the time he was being referred?
Very weak. I will say when he first arrived, very, very sleepy, drowsy, but we managed to stabilize him. Yeah, he was given IV fluids, painkillers, and so forth. So he became very much alert, even talking to us before he was transferred.
Was he able to disclose to you what actually happened to him?
Because of the condition, we didn't want to bother him with talking. Yeah, because he needed some rest to conserve some energy.
Okay. So let's now look at the demolition exercise conducted here in the community in the early mornings.
Yeah.
How have you been affected as a facility?
As a facility, both physically and psychologically, I would say. Physically, we have our boundary wall demolished, and then part of our 2 uncompleted story buildings demolished. Our CCTV camera lines runs underground, destroyed. Pipelines destroyed. Sewage destroyed. So that's the physical effect.
So according to the medical doctor, he says that it was brutal. Even there, the facility, the hospital or whatever, they are not free. Even there, their hospital was broken. They have uncompleted building. It was broken. 2 uncompleted buildings were destroyed. So individuals not free. People who are living are not free. Hospitals are not free. The municipal assembly is not free. The police in that unit is not free. So these ones are even living. the dead people are even not free. So someone was placing a comment in the comment section. So now people cannot die and rest in peace. That they are even destroying cemetery now. What kind of greed is this? Where have we gotten ourselves to? That is what people are saying in the comment section. That dead people cannot even rest in peace now again. Someone wins a judgment and he becomes God. Everybody is rubbish in front of the person. Someone wins a court judgment and it becomes celebration, forgetting that court judgment can always be reversed a different time. We have official land search that states court judgment for some people this year, the next 3 months or 1 year, then another people win another court judgment. So there have to be a regulation as to how this is executed. The people that are demanding justice. They are demanding that, let's assume that you have won a court case. Does the court allow you to go demolishing people's houses? That is actually a different story. And I'm very sad if it happened that this person that wins this court judgment mistakenly executed this wrongly. He's not going to be left out. People will take him to court too. Because someone cannot raise his house and finish and bring machine and come and destroy. People cannot live in. According to the story, someone said his people were living in the room and then they were breaking it. They didn't even know that they were even coming to do anything in the area. As a person, when you are buying a property, you need to do your due diligence. When you do your due diligence, it will save you. A lot of people, when they come to buy property, you tell them, do your due diligence. They think you are long. A lot of property owners, when they are selling their property and you tell them to go and do official search and bring, they think you are long. That is why media, when you come to me, I ask you for documentation, I ask you the kind of document I want, and you are doing black and white, like, Assalamu alaikum, bye-bye. I don't want any problem. Take your way, I take my way. That is that simple. Yes. People bring properties, and when you tell them, what is your document? My land is titled. Oh no, it's fully registered. It's an estate company. I said, no. You know, it's an estate company, and so what? You are selling land, or you are having your property, you have built your house, they have built houses there, and the company has built. No. Do your due diligence, let us see. So that we can have confidence in what you are talking about. This is so sad, though. This is so sad. So the residents of Domeabra are not taking it lightly. If it was the international, people would say, oh, we are used to this. But Domeabra is different. Domeabra, they don't do that kind of confusion there. So when you are coming to buy property in Ghana, buy from the right people. Ensure that you do due diligence. And that will help you. At least do an official land search. Try to check at the court. Try to check at the banks. Ensure that everything is right first. My name is Imoro Sadat. You're welcome to Business Trends Ghana. Bye.